Are you on? Are you on? Is everything on?
Everything is on.
Everything is
should be on.
It is. It should be. Trying to figure technology out with all these new things.
If you can hear us, see a couple of crazy people talking at the camera, put some comments in the chat so we can see them. We can see everything is working. And while we wait until you see us, I'm going to double check a couple of things. You do.
I don't know. I see. It seems like to be working in all here.
Amazing. Is it working?
I think so.
Did you manage to make it live?
I don't know. I'm just basically copying what you're doing. I'm just clicking away. I'm doing things. So I guess it's working.
Okay, got it.
How did you do that?
You need to press on a little Facebook lock and unlock it so everybody can see it.
I don't know where it is.
We definitely didn't prepare for this.
I don't know.
Okay, so
hello,
thank you for being
beautiful
here.
talents, and welcome to Profitable Talents. I'm so glad you are here and glad that we can actually share all the do's and don'ts and good things and not so good things of what we actually done in our business. And hello.
Specifically today, we want to give you a couple of pointers, actually 4 insights that nobody told us about online memberships, because I don't know why. I mean, maybe they are telling everybody, we just didn't hear, we didn't know. And if you are in the process of building your own membership, or you have a membership, you don't know how to make it take off, or maybe you are plateaued, this video is for you. We want to help you out as much as possible, because 7 years ago we were absolutely clueless about everything, and we don't want you to be we don't want you to be like us. Okay, awesome. If you're watching live, let us know. You're watching live, put live in the comments so we can see them. If you're watching the replay, put replay in the comments. You know how it works.
Brilliant.
So
glad to have you here, guys. So we are gonna start right away because we've got quite a few things that we want to talk about. So checking. I always check that not there. There's just checking. The microphone is actually on.
This is the beauty of the live. Nothing is polished. Anything can happen. So
I'm always, I'm always a little bit freaked out about things like that.
So good.
So let's
the
start.
First thing we want to talk about, of course, keeping memberships in mind. This is the first product we created.
It is.
Because I wanted monthly recurring revenue, right? We needed to replace our income, our job income, with another asset online, preferably. And what better than a membership can provide you that? Again, nobody told us about all the things that we're going to tell you now. So stay tuned for the first point that we want to talk to you about is this. We all start from social media. We want to attract our ideal client, but what do we post on social media to attract the people that we actually want to help? And everything starts from there.
I love when I see little hearts happening.
The hearts, I love the hearts. Hello from Thailand.
Hello.
I'm never going to be able to pronounce your name, but
like
thank
yours.
you.
So.
CM, hello.
Hi, Claudia. Right.
Well, what do we post on social media? Because I know many of our friends, many of our clients, they know they need to post something on social media. And I know that might be a bit of analysis paralysis because we overthink this a million times. So we did the same.
We did the same, but also because there was a one point, especially, I don't know, I think it's recently, I was so hating social media because I couldn't keep up with it. I had no idea what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong. And especially I was so, when everyone tells you about that you need to follow the algorithm and you need to actually do certain things, you need to do specific posts, you need to, it's almost a little bit too much, or that you have to post about 1 million times a day or 1 million reels, 1 million. It's overwhelming, and I totally get it. And especially because at the end of the day, it was two of us, it still is two of us creating the content and putting things out there. Lately I just went, you know what, that's it, I'm done. But there is still one specific structure that we kept in mind, that we know that we need to put out there, that helps us more than anything else. It doesn't help, probably doesn't help the algorithm, but at least it helps me gather my thoughts around, or your thoughts around, and putting everything into place to actually talk to your ideal client, to your people. I call them your people, because at the end of the day, whoever is on social media, they love you, they are there because you make them feel good, you give them good tips, and they will be there. And so I want you to keep these few little bits in mind whenever you're posting on social media without being overwhelmed. So
let's reframe the word algorithm, right? Because as Yalesa said, there's no way you can keep up with the algorithm. Just think about the audience that you want to attract. And just to have a guideline for you to post stuff online, what do we post and how do we find ideas about what we can post? Well, what we can say is what we found over the years works really, really well. I don't want you to give you set rules. These are just main principles that you can apply to attract your ideal client. And it's based on 5 types of content. The first type touches upon the dreams of your ideal clients. Let's suppose, I'm assuming you are a content creator that you want to help an audience. You are fixing a problem. And the person that you want to help want to get somewhere. That is the dream. Maybe you're already there. Maybe you are living the lifestyle that they want. Maybe you are living the financial situation that they want. Maybe you are living in the body that they want. Maybe you have the garden that they want. Maybe you are so good at cooking and they are not. Show them that. Think about how you can show them what is going to be possible for them too. So this is something that you've done by just sharing your dancers, the dancers' comments, and to inspire people that didn't know it was possible for them. And it doesn't have to be a specific piece of content for that. It should be sprinkled around. So think about making them dream about what's possible for them. That's the dream domain. Then we've got the mindset domain, which is not the only one you should use. It's one of those domains. And it's all about motivating them, cheering them on, because everybody's got bad days. We're not always superheroes. Not everything goes to plan. And for your audience, it's exactly the same. So we discovered this quite recently, because at the beginning, we didn't want to look fragile or vulnerable, because we wanted to be perceived as the authority, right? Correct. You wanted to be perceived as the authority, but there's nothing worse than a know-it-all and a Superman. Well, if you are Superman, you're special. I'll never be like you, right? So we want to be more supportive of what they're going through. So keep in mind the mindset is really important when you're creating content. And then one of my favorites is the third. I love this. The third domain is beliefs. Beliefs, what do I mean by that? I remember a story when we went to a yoga retreat. You really wanted to have a week for yourself, and so we joined this group of beautiful people, just wanting to gather in a relaxed place in northern Italy to do yoga every day. And among these women, there was one specific one which completely fell in love with you, like platonically, of course, because you were a ballet dancer. You've been a professional, and I remember clearly when we were going down the stairs to catch the elevator that she always wanted to dance ballet, but she didn't because she had scoliosis.
But not only she had scoliosis, that's the funny thing now that you're telling me. Not only she had scoliosis, and she was also afraid by the judgment of people, because she said, I've seen those dancers, the adult dancers around, and I don't know, they don't have the body, they don't have the physique. Is it really possible? I think it looks silly. I don't think it is for me. I don't think it's for adults. And I turned around and I said, well, if you're doing a yoga, what stops you from actually doing ballet? But most importantly, you said that you've got scoliosis. Did you know they've actually done a whole career with scoliosis? There you go. Have a look at my back.
And I could see, that's why I love this story so much. I could see the change in her face from I've precluded myself to step into ballet, no pun intended, because of this problem. And I now found a ballerina that's telling me that was never a problem, was all in my head. And she started doing ballet using our YouTube channel. Isn't that amazing how something that we believe in can get in the way of our dreams or our desires? So create content to share these stories with your audience, because they might just need you to tell them, hey, it's possible too. This obstacle that you have in mind is irrelevant. Tell it with stories. This is super crucial in every content you do.
Tell it with stories, and especially tell it with your experience, because the more you become one of your people, the more they will understand you. Because as Jacopo was saying, if you are the superhero, the Superman that has got everything perfect, you never show the vulnerable side of you, they will start thinking that you're totally fake. But if you open up about your struggles and everything that you had to go through, then they will understand you way more.
Exactly.
Keep that in mind.
Then the fourth domain for your content should be talking about the frustrations that you may have, or you are having, or your audience is having. For the same reason we said before, because nobody's perfect. Life is not perfect. And when you started talking about your always never been the leggy dancer, like you never had a perfect ballet body, you had to struggle 5 times more than any other dancer, people started relating to you, because guess what, nobody's perfect, nobody's got the perfect body, and even if they did, they wouldn't listen to you, they would listen to somebody else. So just make them feel understood without judging them. Try and think of what they might be going through every day, so that you can step into that conversation with your content and make them, feel understood, reassured, everything is fine. Everybody starts from a different level, and that's okay.
Right, so far so good. We've got one more to share, because I think is important. If this is good, let us know. Give us a like, a love, a little heart, a comment. And I think I'm going to turn around on this side for the last one.
Okay.
Okay. I know. I just wanted to have something different, right?
The last domain when it comes to content, when it comes to attracting your ideal client online, is to give them results in advance. Think about how-to videos, think about walkthrough or follow along in our cases. Just make them actually achieve something. Don't just talk about it, make them achieve something. And that's as simple as that. But the point of all of this is that these 5 big domains should always be used as ideas to start from, and then your delivery, you deal with it. Don't listen to the gurus that say you've got to post 100 times a day. Of course that would help, yes, but I don't have $1 million a month to spend into a team that can do that for me, repurposing, following me around, right? We are small business owners. We do what we can, but we want to do content that's actually useful, that will attract our ideal client, and you don't need much. The other day, I watched 3 reels from this guy that you suggested me, and I was hooked, and I wanted to buy his course immediately. 3 reels. You don't need 1 million pieces of content. You might just need the perfect ones that touches the right emotional chords, and you're golden. So keep it sustainable. Don't kill yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just make sure you do what feels good to you. That's the first point. We got it covered. You want to add anything?
No, I was thinking just about quality. Don't be afraid of just giving out what is in your heart. Don't be the person that says, I'm just going to keep it to myself because I'm going to wait for the right people that are going to... No, just give out what feels good. Give out, because then karma, right? Whatever you give out will come back. So if you give goodies out, then goodies will come back in. And I promise you that happens.
Absolutely. Hello.
Surprise.
The second point we want to talk about is about, okay, how do we go from social media? Sorry, that's the same as before. Let me try again. The second point is going from social media to actually gaining a lead. How do we generate leads from social media? Because remember, we are trying to fill up our membership with paying customers, not just creating random content on the internet. So how do we do that?
Also because, guys, remember, it is quite hard to push forward, a business, especially if it's a small business. As much as you want to give your heart out, at some point, something has to come back in, because otherwise you cannot create any more free content if you cannot pay the bills. So make sure that it is a balanced way to work. Whatever, it's always giving your service. And as I was saying before, it's karma. Whatever you give it out will come back. And sometimes it comes back even in a monetary way.
Oh yes, it has got to.
It's got to.
We've got a question.
Yes.
Some really cool tips, thank you. How would those 5 categories maybe change if you wanted to sell a digital product like a book? Well, they won't change because what is the book about? I'm pretty sure that whoever buys a book has got an intention about it. It's got some dreams that the book is going to fulfill in a way, even if it's a small one. Maybe the book is a vehicle to overcome some frustration. Maybe is to fix something, to learn a new skill, to broaden your knowledge. So as you can see, these 5 domains can still apply to any topic, to any product, just because you're talking broadly about your specific niche. The book is just a vehicle, right, to deliver some messages.
Also, though, it's interesting how you said selling a digital product. Personally, we never sell digital products on social media. Social media is not made, guys, this is very important. Social media is not made to sell your digital product.
Well, we explain exactly why in a second. So stick around.
Think about one of the things that we said at the very beginning. Up here, one of the very first things that we said is, do not only post on social media to attract with promotions. No one wants to hear about only when you've got a promotion, when you're selling a book, or when you've got something out. You don't want that. You want to give. And this brings us back to the second point, so,
which will become the answer to your question, really. The second point, how do we generate? Do you want to change camera?
I do want to change camera again.
How do we generate leads from social media? Because if we cannot promote on social media, what do we do instead? This is what we did at the beginning. We spent 1.5 years building a YouTube channel. We had, I don't remember exactly, maybe 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. This is years ago. And we decided to create our first product, a membership. And we decided, we've got an audience on YouTube, let's promote it on YouTube. We created a video, which was a follow-along video, and then we mentioned it in the middle of the video. Hey, we created this beautiful membership, you should join us and give us money. And even if we had 300, not 300, but we have thousands of views every month, only a dozen of people signed up. So don't do that. Don't do that whatsoever. There is a better way.
Also, there are so many things that we really don't like to do on social media, and I kind of see it on the way I behave as well. So you think about the sign up for my mailing list. I don't want to sign up for a mailing list, especially if I don't know who you are and what you're going to send me. I'm giving you my precious email address and I don't want to be spammed, all right? So I don't know you. Do not ask me to.
Even if it's leave a comment. Why should I leave a comment? You don't even tell me what the comment is going to be about.
Or so, the other ones, the one is contact me via DMs. if I'm a shy person, put yourself in this situation. If I'm a shy person and already struggles to do something out in public, to walk to the gym and sign up at the gym because I don't like the judgment of other people or people looking at me, what makes you think that I'm going to pick up my phone and send you a private message with my phone number to someone I don't know who I'm going to talk to? It's either that or DMs or WhatsApp. Oh, no, like, no, that's something I don't like. Or the other one is, I've seen this before and I don't know why people do it, because I think it's a waste, to me, it's a waste of advertisement. We don't do advertising anymore. We only do organic because we're very bad at, I don't know, we still haven't figured it out. Advertisement. But people that have promoted posts and say, come and view my Instagram profile. And then what? Once I'm on your profile, I'm there looking at your picture and go, yeah, well done.
You're getting a view on your profile. What you do with it? Waste of money, waste of time.
So how do we generate leads from social media?
Simple. Be the first one to give. Right? But what? Give what? I'm already giving all this free stuff on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. What else should I give? Very simple. We've got an example. We came up with an example yesterday, which I think worked. So let's suppose you are into vegan pastries, okay? And you've got an entire channel, an entire Instagram, or whatever social media platform you prefer about how to cook pastries, which are vegan and yummy. This is what I would do. I would create one page on your website with a beautiful title that says, bake your first vegan brownie in 20 minutes, even if you have no experience with pastry at all. Download my guide for free, just give me name and email. If you follow me for a while and you saved some of my reels, wouldn't that be way more interesting, like as a reason to give you my name and email? Because I want that recipe. Maybe it's a document that I can print out, put it on a fridge, follow it, and actually get some results. You are touching upon the dreams. I want to be able to cook vegan pastry. I want to get results in advance. I want to actually get the brownie in my hands and eat it. Frustration. I don't know how to do it. Desires as well. I want to show it off with my friends, and so on and so forth. This is the reason you should have your own ecosystem and dealing with your social media separately, inviting your social media into your ecosystem with something else, a lead magnet, basically.
But then think about it, like if you try to solve a very small problem, all right? So think about it, you've got all of this free content online, like Jacopo was saying, but then I want to actually bake those pastry. So you give me that that result in advance, and you solve that little problem. I am so excited and I feel so accomplished with myself because I baked that brownie. I made it so beautiful. You gave me that secret ingredient that no one else has given me to actually make it so yummy and fat-free and vegan, and so that's got it all. That the only thing I want is the next step. So what? It's almost like I'm hooked. I want more. I want to learn more from you because you're a beautiful coach, and I'm so prepared to actually take the first step. And the first step
is exactly, that's when you sell your book. That's when you sell your course. That's when you present a membership, because now they're ready to, like you said, take the next step. They need you at that point. If you only give free stuff, they would miss on the juicy bits. Like, for example, your book is about, maybe it's it's a bigger list of recipes that they can follow. If they like the free one, they would totally buy the book. Doesn't matter the price, because it fixes a problem. Maybe it's a course, it's a beginner vegan pastry course that teaches you how to become pretty good with vegan cakes from zero to being able to do, I don't know, the types of cakes.
I don't know,
I'm getting
cakes
hungry.
for 5 people that are going to be perfect for a beautiful, I don't know, dinner. I don't know. I'm not good with this kind of things, but it's a fancy dinner, so you're gonna have that perfectly baked cake for everyone. So that could be something that a very small course. I never suggest to sell a membership because remember, at this point, people might be still testing you out. So if you give them something that they can consume in a certain amount of time, they're not only gonna test your way of teaching, your method, but also if they like you. So only then they're going to be ready to take the next step. This is my way to see.
Coming back to memberships, what we found coming from social media into offering something on your website to then offering the next step, which is an introductory product, which usually is low ticket-ish, for them to come from free lead to paying customer. It doesn't matter how much they're paying. It might be $1. The psychology changes completely. After they become your customer, your client, paying just a small amount, that's when you can present your membership as an ongoing support to fix an even bigger problem. That's the path that we found. That's what we do. What do we do practically? We've got different lead magnets. We've worked on them along the way. One of the most successful one was the Get Ballerina Fit workout plan, which was a 5-day workout plan where we follow them up for 5 days without selling anything, just following them up in their journey. And then towards the end, we offered the next sensible step, which is a course. It's a 4 weeks course. And throughout the 4 weeks, we find the right moments to pitch the membership. And we found that this way is so much better, it makes so much sense, and we don't overwhelm people.
Obviously,
I wish somebody could go back in time and tell me
oh
that.
no, it would be very, very helpful. They probably told us that, but we weren't ready. There is one very beautiful software that we use, and that's the only thing that we actually use to do all of this. Because most of the time, what we think is, I need a software to grab the email, another one to do the lead magnet, another one to actually store my contents, another one to actually sell and to give the book or the whatever products you've got, which we've gone through that. It was hell because at some point we ran out of storage and it was a mess. But this time around, we've got one only software which we adore, and it is called Kajabi. And Kajabi is non-techie people friendly. So you're looking at the person that does not even charge their phone or forgets to charge a phone. And as you could tell from the very beginning of this live, I couldn't even figure out Facebook. So if I can use Kajabi, anyone else out there that knows a little bit of computer can actually learn pretty fast. Also, to make it easier, Mr. Man here, which I absolutely adore, has created a mini course that goes with it. Only if you're gonna get it only if you sign up with our link.
If you decide to go with Kajabi because you want to build your online business and only want to use one software, and of course we recommend Kajabi, what we can give you is double the free trial. But not only, we want you to be all set up for success. That's why you mentioned the mini course.
Of course.
I have created, and I'm adding on to all of the things you need to know from day one. Once you sign up for Kajabi, what you need to do step by step to create your first little website that generate leads and start selling from the first week. So that when the trial is done, you can already repay for Kajabi by itself. It's all free. You don't pay anything more. We just need to use our link, which is this one. If you're interested, we'll be happy to give all the bonuses for you. We also, if you want to stay after the trial, we give you our sales page templates, which are all of the templates that we use to sell our own digital products. And we sold many of those.
And as I said, is techie, non-techie people proof. That's the main thing. So far so good. I know we've put out a lot of things, and we want to move forward because we've got more to tell you. Because you said, weren't we meant to talk about memberships? Well, we have been talking about memberships.
We finally got there.
We finally got there, and I'm going to swap onto this camera.
Okay, so we hopefully explained the path to the membership. So if you want to build a membership, everything else needs to come first, otherwise it's going to flop. You're going to flop. I know, because we've been there. We've flopped many times.
We've done it.
We've done it. So do that. But let's say you're ready to build a membership. And there's a lot of confusion around memberships because on one hand, they're amazing in terms of monthly revenue, but they can be overwhelming to maintain on the other side. You need to constantly come up with new content, retain your customers for a longer period possible. It's not easy. So how do we deal with it? And this is what we found is the best mix of things for a membership. The three main elements. The first one is community. Your membership has got to have a private community to gather all of your people in, because there's nothing worse than being alone in a journey. You want your customers to share their wins, share the frustrations, and help each other, because you don't have to do all the work. They can help each other out. Isn't that great?
Which is funny, because we say that this works for memberships, but I personally have bought some courses where I felt so alone. Even if it was a course like a 7-week course, or I had the vegan cheese as well. I had quite a few courses that I got, and if the community is not there, you don't know who you talk to, you don't know if you are doing things right, you don't know if there is someone around your area that you can actually get and in the same kitchen and cook together. That is the whole point of not only a membership, but also a course, to have your people come together. Because if the community within a membership is not working, the whole membership, there is no point of existing. That's what I
love about memberships is that, communities within memberships, is that they make me feel less silly, because sometimes I feel like if I cannot do a specific step, it must be me. Then if I've got a community, I can see other people, what level they are, and they might be more advanced, but they might be behind me, and that gives me a little bit of reassurance that we're all at different level, and it pushes me to move forward, because I can see behind me and in front of me what's possible, what not. And it's great because I can post videos, I can see videos. That's a beautiful thing, which is the first element of a successful membership.
And also remember, as a content creator and someone like having a membership, it helps me to know that maybe I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
the feedback.
Yes.
The reaction of people, how they're dealing with a certain class, how they're going on. I mean, most of the time I'm not even needed, because whenever I ask them how they are, they say, that's okay, Les, we've got this. You can just go and do something else and create the next class for us. That's okay. So it feels like, okay, I taught you well. So go and do your thing.
It's a beautiful feeling.
It's a beautiful thing, because I feel you feel as a creator, you also feel supported by your community. You are their leader, but they also support you along the way. And that is a beautiful thing to have and to share with your own community.
And the third element of a community is, naturally, if you dial it in well, is that people really want to be closer to you. So a community is the perfect way to be more available for them. They want more proximity to their coach. And maybe in the community, you should make clear that they will have a priority with whatever questions they might have. You might not reply to all the social media messages, but you will reply, you'll be present in your membership. And that's an added value not to be discounted.
Especially there might be times where you cannot reply to all of them, or maybe you know that the same question is coming up. So what you do is to create maybe have a live session with them on that specific question. So rather than replying to each and every one of them, you know that you are giving them attention and you're replying exactly to that question in a different format. But it has to come from you, and you need to be present. That is so there's three most important things in
Is the
membership,
second
but
one.
there's a second one. But to me, they're all at the same level, because you need to be there for them. And this is why your people came into your membership in the first place. Be there for them and support them through the community, so they can help each other out, and you know that you are there listening to everything that they're saying and what they do. And I'm the kind of person that still reads every comment that comes in. I see everything that happens within the community, but also I try to be there as much as I can for them.
And then we come to the third element, which we took years to understand. Literally years. We had to rebuild the membership from scratch because of this thing.
It's funny because
okay, did I scare you? Did I scare you? Anticipation is killing everything.
I guess like everyone is gonna go, no, I have to redo the whole thing.
If you don't have this in place, scrap everything and redo it.
So no one will ever care, I tell you this, how many videos you've got in your membership.
Yeah.
No one will ever care how many little plans you've got for them in your membership. No one will ever care if there is exclusive content in your membership. What do they care about? And there's something that we've spoken about for the whole life, which is quite interesting. We always go there.
Like any product, a membership needs to serve a purpose. There's got to be an end goal. That end goal needs to be a journey, a path, and in the membership, it should be clear how to go from zero to hero. The path to success needs to be clearly laid out. And of course, it could be a recurring, an ongoing support, because it's a membership, it's a month to month to month. But if you don't know where your customers will end up doing with the membership, they would not know either. So after the first month, if you've got lots of content, they would say, I don't know what to do with this, and then leave. Or if you've got too much, they're gonna say, I'm not getting my money worth because I'm clearly not able to utilize it properly, so they're gonna leave. So what did we do? We actually started like this. We created a lot of videos, a lot of plans, and we said, we've got a bunch more stuff in there.
Because it's exclusive and you can do it. And well, we've got plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan whatever you do in your own time. As that's why I said no one cares about any of this. So I scrapped everything, took away stuff because people were overwhelmed. They were leaving because they were overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that there was in the membership. And everyone said, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end. And if I have to constantly find a specific video, it's just too much. I want someone to guide me. So what I have created for them is a ballerina journey. The ballerina journey starts from the very basic, and it's a very long journey. It's almost like a never-ending journey, as ballet it is, but it does have an end. So we start as a ballet lover, and then we end up as a prima ballerina assoluta. And it teaches them every single step of dance. It teaches them how to dance. It teaches them about the ballet history. It teaches them about specific nuances of ballet and how to do things. It gives them day by day journey. That's how much I worked on it. Day by day journey with rest days and not so rest days, and what they need to eat and what they should look after on specific days. For the whole journey, it's almost like you need to take them by the hand day by day and lead them through the path. and to get them to an end result. The end result for them is that they will be able to dance beautifully. Doesn't matter if they do it as professionals, because they're doing it as a hobby, they're doing it for themselves. They're not going to be doing it professionally, but even if they did, it's a very good thing. There's the stuff that I've learned throughout my career. So, but it is something for them to achieve. They look forward to every single day, and also it gives them that looking forward to whatever is coming next time. Plus, they have assessments to do, so they can self-assess themselves and say, yes, I'm ready for the next step. No, I'm not ready for the next step. So as long as you're there for them in the community, you are there as in close proximity, because you will be helping them out and support them as their coach, and also you give them this path to success. This is exactly what a membership should have. This is the three main elements that we found that without those, you can just, it's never gonna work. So don't just open and say you've got plenty of stuff in there, because it's going to be overwhelming for them, and they possibly
will leave. We know all of this because we survey every person that leaves the memberships, because we want to know why they leave. And after years of people telling us why, this is the distilled reason why. So don't make the same mistakes we did. Do it right the first time. But before I forget,
don't forget,
if you are still in a phase of generating leads, or you have a list, you're growing the list, but you don't know exactly how to transition from creating a free lead and then making a sale via email, this is, I think, something that many people can benefit from, because we've been doing this for a long time, and we decided to have a free masterclass to teach you the way we do it. And it's going to be on the 28th of September. If you want, you can join us. It's going to be live, but you've got to reserve your spot, because it's not going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on a private place. And just reserve your spot. It's going to be a wild ride, because we are going to pull the curtains of our business and show you our framework that we use to attract the leads we want, warm them up, support them, help them along the way, for then transition into a sale, everything via email. So email marketing galore. If you want to be there, reserve your spot right now at that link, or if you're on YouTube, the link is down below, otherwise it's right here.
And if you're asking, does the email marketing still work? Yes, mate, it still works really well, especially if you write it and it comes from the heart and you're willing to help your people out. If you're trying to scam people, it doesn't work. That's why it doesn't work. If you're spamming people, that doesn't work. But if you're there to help them out, and we'll show you exactly how in our framework, and how we send the emails and what we write in the emails, then this is the masterclass for you. And if you're still about email marketing, well, I'll prove you so wrong.
Yeah, it's going to be so great, because you don't have to be spammy. There is a way that you can sound like yourself and make the other person feel like a friend to you. So it's beautiful. Just come. It's going to be nice. And you'll learn something. You'll make more money, which is what makes me happy.
And help more people. That's what we love about it.
Then we've got the last point of the presentation. Then we can change the camera. Hello.
Hello.
We found that this is really important, and is the mindset of selling the invisible. The invisible meaning digital products. Because when you order on Amazon, you know that the next day you get a box, you open it, there's something you can actually touch. But when you buy something online, you click the mouse or you tap on your phone, on your device, and that's it. You just made money disappear. What did you get? That's why it's very difficult to sell digital products, especially if you're not clear and you don't have the right mindset, including selling memberships. So we wanted to address a few pointers that might give you a better understanding on why it's important to charge for money, even if you're doing the same things for free on YouTube or on social media. We mentioned this before briefly, but I see this problem, I see this mistake being made very, very often. Even very big influencers, they somehow, I don't know why, but they sell the amount of videos that there is in the product, the amount of documents, the hours of training, the plans, and all the things that we said before, just because they think more is more. But the influencer that I looked at yesterday, after watching 3 reels on Instagram, I was ready to buy something from him. It was a mobility coach. I am very stiff. Even though you are my coach, I want somebody, to follow on my own time.
You're never going to listen to me anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted somebody else. And I said, brilliant, I can have the course that this guy must have. It's got 1 million followers on Instagram. Surely he's got a course. So I click on the link in bio and I found the landing page for a membership. Oh God. So I read through the page and I see, what do you get with the membership? You get 150 plus videos, this amount of hours of challenges, this blah, 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 mobility, and all of the things that I don't even understand because it's very, very technical. And I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it because I didn't know if that product would fix my problem. That coach didn't make the extra effort to understand me. And I think it's a tragedy because now I'm gonna probably listen to you.
No, you won't.
Save money, save money. Or find somebody else that's got a specific course that says, I'm gonna make you regain full mobility if you're a man over 40 that doesn't have 1 hour to work out every day. With exercises that you can do at home in only 20 minutes a day. I would buy that course right now.
I think the very important thing that we need to think about is the switch, especially as I was super afraid. I was super afraid of selling because I thought it was bad. I didn't know, and especially I didn't know what I was selling. I didn't know what my offer was. I didn't know how valuable my knowledge was, and especially how to put it together in an offer that made sense, that I could explain it to people. Because whenever you're selling, there is a book that's Selling the Invisible. You're automatically saying, okay, I'm scamming people because I'm not giving them anything in specific. But as a coach, as a trainer, you have to think that whatever you're giving them is a result. It is your time that it's your time that you've put together, the knowledge that you have, the way you have created the paths for your people to actually make them achieve their end result that is valuable, is how you package it all together, how your method is created. But again, no one cares about your method until they care. So by having in mind a clear path for your people, a clear way to present your offer, this is exactly when the switch starts, because you're not only selling sessions and you feel that you are dirty when you're selling sessions. I don't know why, but you go, oh, I'm just selling this session, it's a private coaching thing, oh, it's going to be $50 an hour, oh, it's so complicated. And you go, no, what you're selling. So let's switch from the amount of hours that you're going to spend with that person in a coaching session. Let's forget about the amount of PDFs that you're going to give them and the amount of bits and bobs that they're going to be learning. Overwhelmed. No. How you're going to turn it around is, what is then for them? So they are going to be led through a specific path to success. They are going to be successful within a certain amount of time with your help, because you're probably going to be in there if it's a live session. And you're gonna get them that result. The how they're gonna get there, it does, like with whatever, it doesn't matter.
It might be with 150 plus videos. It might be with all the documents. It might be with all the sessions. But that's not the point. The point is where we're going with that stuff, and that's what you should be selling. So please be clear when you craft your offer. We even created an 8 weeks program about this specific topic because everybody gets it wrong.
Because offer is first. Whatever you have to give to people, it's your offer. But it's not about, remember, it's not the amount of hours, it's not the amount of things. Get out of that way of thinking, because the more you think about that, the more you're going to feel dirty and afraid to sell, because also it's never going to be enough. When is enough going to be enough? Are you going to keep on creating more content that people are going to be overwhelmed to watch and then run away because they have no idea what they are doing? They're going to run away because they're so scared. I personally cried at some point in one of the coaching sessions that we had with a private coach, because they just put everything in there and I was like, I don't even know where to start. So your duty as a coach is to lead them through a very, very clear, simple path. The more things, the more fluidity you put in there, the more the person in front of you is going to be scared. So think about how simple it is. Think about how you're going to lead them through. And remember, if you're not, as Jacopo said, he did not, like, this coach, which I really like him as well. Like, I personally sent him the page as a guy that, like, Jacopo, have a look at this guy. I love him. I love the way he works, and I think it would be perfect for you because he speaks your language in the reels. But the moment that you might lose that sale because
it's not clear what I'm getting. When I give you money, what am I gonna get? This is the question you've got to answer.
And so if the guy is like, or you as a coach is not getting the money, yeah, anyone out there that is desperate to get to that end result, if it's not you, it's going to be someone else that has got that perfect offer. Yeah. So if you're thinking about the more stuff, no, think about your offer, what you have to give to these people in a specific path, in a very clear, simple way, and what is the end result that we'll get. So that is the mindset change of selling the invisible. So yes, you're not selling anything tangible, but the tangible thing that you are actually selling is the result whenever they are going to be with you, followed by you, led by you. That is the tangible thing that they are going to receive on themselves. It's going to be a tangible thing on themselves.
And if you're afraid of selling as well, it might be, especially online, because like we said, it's not tangible. Picture this. I'm your ideal client and I'm looking for information about something, and I find you. You've got amazing content. You're on point. You understand me. You showed me all the beautiful things that I want to achieve, but you don't have a paid product. Now, you're making me a disservice because I need this problem to be fixed. Like, for example, my mobility. I feel trapped within my own body. I want to fix it. It's not something that I need to do it right now, but at some point I decided I want to do it. And I would like to pay you. Why do I want to pay you? Because I don't want to dig into your Instagram or into your social media channel to find all of the right videos in the right order that I need to do at the right time every day to fix my specific problem. But that is exactly why you should create a product that has all of those elements in line, so that I can just give you money, and by giving you money I invest in my own health, in my own life, in my own anything, depending on what result you're fixing. And I'm going to follow one path. If you don't do that, you force me to go online and look for free stuff and from left to right, trying to put it together, probably in the wrong way.
And maybe he's going to the wrong coach as well, because I don't know.
Because they want to make money, so they created a shitty product and they're selling me that, and I fall for that problem and I buy the course and it's bad.
No.
Whose fault is that?
So
it's your fault.
It is your fault. So don't let these people get into the wrong hands, because we know that sometimes the shitty ones are very loud. We know that. And the
Yes.
good ones are never loud enough. And I've learned that on my own skin. So this is why I'm here pushing. I finally found my voice. I finally had all the slap in the face that I needed. I want you to offer your knowledge, the good quality knowledge that you've got in your heart, that you have learned, that your experience, package it up, put it together, give me whatever it is, the end goal, the end result that you want from people, and they will buy it, but you have to put it into place. Stop being shy. I know it's hard to say. Stop being shy, come out of that shell, and finally offer whatever it is in your experience, love, heart, whatever package.
Change of camera.
Change of
Hello.
camera.
We've arrived to the last point. I just remind you, if you want to stay with us for an incredible masterclass about email marketing and how to convert free leads into paid customers, join us for the Sell More Masterclass event we are going to be doing on the 28th of September.
28.
Click on the link and the page will give you more details on when it is, what to do.
And if you're watching the replay, it's going to be in the description box below. Everything that you need is right down there to register your spot.
If you've got any questions about what we talked about, we are here for you. Let us know what we can help you with. We are at service.
And thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for listening to us and being yourself and being the fantastic, talented person. So we're here to make you profitable, because the world deserves to have whatever it is in your heart, your knowledge, your expertise needs to be out there. Because remember, if you're not putting it out there, someone else that is not that good.
I think the idea for the project Profitable Talents was born from the idea of, okay, in the world there are people that use marketing in a very bad way, and they're green monsters, they're greedy, they're scammy, and they're pushy and sleazy. And then there are the talents that have all the knowledge in the world, they struggle, they really care, but they're afraid of marketing because they don't want to become like these guys. And we wanted to bridge this gap with not making you a slimy person, but actually taking the best of the marketing and apply it in a way that you can feel good about, because you want to become profitable. And we believe in you.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much for watching with us. It's always good to have you here, knowing that we're not just rambling at the screen.
And if you have any question, guys, even if the live is over, remember to leave a comment down in the description box below. Not in the description box, but in the comment section. I'm starting to get a tongue twist. In the comment section, and we'll reply to anything that it comes up to your mind. Otherwise, if there is any more questions, we're gonna love you and leave you. And thank you so very much for being here today. And
awesome.
And go and be profitable.
Hi, Tim. See you guys. See you next time.